Hello class, this is a video tutorial on how to go over the DMR problem, and this is a word problem. We need to use our skills that we've learned over the last few grade levels about how to figure out the important things in a real-world application problem, especially because the next lesson is going to be dealing with solving these types of word problems. So over here I've got read, draw, write. So you read the problem and it says 34,123 people attended a basketball game. 28,310 people attended a football game. About how many more people attended the basketball game than the football game? Round to the nearest 10,000 to find the answer. Does your answer make sense? What might be a better way to compare attendance? There are a couple different ways you can do this, but the key thing to remember is they want you to round to the nearest 10,000s. Now, is this going to be an addition or a subtraction problem? Subtraction, because it says how many more people attend the basketball game. So we can see that this number is greater than this number. Now you could do 34,123 minus 28,310 and do that subtraction. 3 minus 0 is 3, 2 minus 1 is 1. I cannot, now we're doing borrowing here, I cannot subtract 3 from 1. So I have to go borrow from the 4, turn the 4 into 3. My 1 becomes 11. 11 minus 3 is 8, comma. I can't subtract 3 or 8 from 3, so I come over to the next number, borrow. 13 minus 8 is 5. There is the exact number. However, there is a simpler way to get close to this answer, and that's what it's asking you to find. Because it says about how many more? So it just wants you to give an approximation. And what that means is you can, make this eraser bigger. You can look at the 10,000 spot. It says round to the nearest 10,000 and find the answer. So what's in the 10,000 spot here? 2, oops, wrong tool, for the football game and 3 for the basketball game. What is the nearest 10,000? Well, remember we talked about yesterday, 5 or more raise the score. So we'll say B-ball, 34,123. 10,000 spot is 3. Look at the number next to it to see if you're letting it rest or raising the score. 5 or more raise the score, 4 or less let it rest. That is 4. So that 3 now becomes, or that 34,000 will become 30,000. For the football game, there are 28,310. What number is in the 10,000 spot? 2. So if I want to look at it, what number is next to it? 8. 5 or more raise the score, 4 or less let it rest. 8. That means that 2 will go up to 3. And that is going to be about 30,000. Uh-oh. So, how many people? What's the difference? Can we use 30,000 to find the difference? No, you can't, because that's roughly the same amount of people for each game. So you have to use subtraction. A better way to do it, though, might be not using 10,000s, but using thousands. So if we look at the basketball game again, B-ball, there were 34,123 people again. But if I want to round that to the thousands spot this time, it's green. Four is in my thousands spot. What's the number next to it? 1. 4 or less, let it rest. So that would make that number about, that green is not very easy to see. Let me change it up, guys. That would make it about 34,000. And then for football, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to round to the thousands spot. And that is 28,310. That's approximately, what's in the thousand spot? 8. Number next to it is a 3. 4 or less, let it rest. So that 8 is staying there as 28,000. Now, you can subtract that. 0, 0, 0. Gotta borrow, can do 8 out of 4. 14 minus 8 is 6. 2 minus 2 is 0. So, 6,000. And that was close to our original answer when doing the normal subtraction algorithm of 34,123 minus 28,310. Let me do the subtraction here just to show you guys. Keep that there. Please. So once again, we started off doing it this way: 34,123 minus 28,310. Go 3, 1, 3, 8, 5,813. It is approximately 6,000 if we round it up to the nearest thousand. Because look, round up to the nearest thousand. 5 is in our thousand spot. 8 is next door. 5 or more, raise the score. Bam. So it's easier just to round that up to the nearest thousand and then do the subtraction. You're getting about the same answer. And when you're talking about attendance at a basketball game or a football game, you don't have to have an exact number. You're not going to go, oh, approximately 48,277 people were at the Notre Dame game last week. Unless you're a stats nerd, then okay, I guess you can do it that way. But we're doing it the quick and easy way here.